Hello and welcome to The Only Way is Open Source. In this short video, I shall be showing you how to install and host WordPress locally on a fresh install of Ubuntu. To help, I have made available a short user guide which is accessible within the description below. So without further ado, let's get started. To begin with, we need to install PHP, MySQL and Apache. Apache is the web server responsible for serving web pages. MySQL is the database management system used to store and retrieve data, and PHP is the server-side scripting language used to create dynamic content and interact with the database. All the commands for this video can simply be copied and pasted from the guide provided, straight into the terminal. Just ensure that when pasting commands there are no line breaks or any unwanted spaces, as this will cause the command to not execute as intended. To begin with, copy and paste the first command. Expand the terminal, and as you can see, this has unnecessary line breaks, which we need to remove. Once you're happy with the command, press enter. At this point, you will be prompted for the sudo password. Once entered, the command will execute and you will be prompted for additional packages to be downloaded and installed. Press Y for yes and enter to continue the process. Next, we need to download WordPress, so head on over to Firefox and do a search for WordPress. Note, for this video we want to download the English GB version. Find the URL which includes this. This can be seen here. And go to the website. Select Get WordPress, scroll down and click Download WordPress version 6.2.2. Once downloaded, its contents need to be extracted to var www html. This is the root directory for web content. So to do this, minimize Firefox and use the following command. Copy and paste it into the terminal, and where it says username, change this to the name of the user who is logged on. In this instance, mine is Tawios. Once done, press enter. Now we need to ensure that the contents of the extracted files are secure. So copy and paste this command, and this will change the ownership of the WordPress directory to www-data. The next phase involves amending the php.ini file. This is the default configuration file which contains numerous variables that applications such as WordPress utilize, and it's here where we can amend the configurations responsible for file size limits, for example. To do this, open the php.ini file using a text editor like Nano. So copy and paste this command into the terminal, which opens up that file in that very editor. Within this file there are 4 changes to make. The first alteration is to enable max input vars. So to do this, press Ctrl and W. This will bring up the search and type in max underscore input underscore vars. Press enter. To enable it, simply remove the semicolon at the start of it. Whilst we are here, we want to increase the size of the max input vars to at least 5,000. The next step is to change the upload max file size. So once again, press Ctrl W to bring the search up and type in upload underscore max underscore file size. Press enter, and here change it to 40. A couple of lines, or 2-3 lines below, is the max file uploads. This is the last change we want to make, and we want to change the value to 50. Once done, press Ctrl X, press Y and enter, and that saves all the changes. Now we want to start Apache 2. This is the web server. So using this command, copy, paste it into the terminal, and this starts Apache 2. To check that the web server is up and running, go to Firefox and do a search for http://localhost. And as we can see, Apache 2 is working. Before we can install WordPress, we need to set up a MySQL user and database for it to utilize. So the first thing to do is to start the MySQL service. So minimize Firefox, and using the following command, start MySQL. We then need to log into MySQL. For now, there is no password, so just hit enter. And as you can see, the command line interface has changed to MySQL with a chevron, indicating that I have now logged into the database server. Now I am in, let's create a database for WordPress to use. In this instance, it's named WordPress_DB. To ensure that the database is there, run the following command. And as we can see, WordPress_DB does in fact exist. Next is to create a user for this specific database. This command will create a user called wp-user for the local host, and it will have a password of password with a capital P 123 exclamation mark asterisk. Then give this user permission for the WordPress database using the following command. Next, flush privileges to ensure that the modifications are active and accessible. And as we have now done all the necessary requirements within MySQL, we can now quit. Now we are ready to install WordPress. So head on over to Firefox and go to the following web address: http://localhost/WordPress. And this presents the first step. a page informing us of the following items we need to know: the database name, the database username, the database password, the database host, the table prefix. The first three parts we can refer back to step 5 of the documentation. So let's go. So the database name is WordPress_DB. The username was WP user. The password was password with a capital P, 123, exclamation mark, asterisk. The database host is the local host, the very machine that we're working on. As for the table prefix, we can leave this as it is. Submit. It's happy with the information we've given it, and as a result we can run the installation. At this point we need to provide information on the actual WordPress site and the user account used to log into the admin dashboard. With regards to the site title, in this instance I shall be naming it My Site with a capital M and a capital S. The username will be called super user, and the super user will have a password of 23, password with a capital P, complex with a capital C, exclamation mark. You have to provide an email address, and we will leave the search engine visibility box unchecked. Install WordPress. It's up to you if you want to save the password. I don't. And there we have it. WordPress has been installed. Next, let's log in. Here we're presented with a login page. So using the details we previously created, the username was super user. The password was 23 password with a capital P, complex with a capital C, exclamation mark. And yep, just checking we put it in properly. Click login. Again, up to you about saving the password. I don't. And there we have it. We are logged in to the admin console for our WordPress website. To view the website, go to the top left corner, click on the site name. Remember we named it My Site. Click My Site, and there you have it. This is what our website looks like.